Morning, everybody. This is Lance from thetatraders.com. This video, I'm going to go over different opportunities that you could sell covered calls off long-term positions. I'll occasionally do this with stocks that I've held for a while. They have significant upside already, and I want to lock in some gains. I also don't do this with all of my shares. I'll do them with some of them because it does cap your gains if you do get called away in your shares. So if I have a few hundred shares, maybe I'll do 100 shares and sell one covered call. And I'll look at opportunities on when to actually do this strategy. So let's get right to it. All right, so how to sell covered calls of long-term positions without selling your stock in many cases. This is a way to boost your income, protect your shares, and you can still stay bullish on your position. First, what are covered calls? Covered calls when you sell a call option on a stock that you already own. Instead of a naked call where you sell a call without the shares, you already own the shares of stock. You could also do this with futures. If you own one contract, you could sell a call against the one contract, not 100 for futures. This is a way to generate premium income while holding your long-term shares as well. Now, you are agreeing to sell your shares at that strike price if the stock gets there at expiration. So why would we want to sell covered calls? If you're not using the shares actively for trading, if you want to earn some extra income while you hold it, these are great for dividend stocks because not only will you get some premium from the covered call, but you also get a dividend, ETFs, or stocks that you believe in the long term. Now, the cases where I will occasionally, not always, sell a covered call is sell when the RSIs that should be overbought. Use very low delta calls. I typically go around 0.1 to 0.15 delta. And the reason for that is there's still significant upside from when you sell that call. And only sell calls on a portion of your shares. You want the other shares to run up past the covered call price so you don't lock in all of your profits there. This minimizes the risk of having to sell your shares and also aligns with a longer term bullish outlook because some of our shares will not be covered and you could still gain in capital appreciation. So if RSI is above, this should be 70, it's an overbought condition. Stocks tend to bounce here and they tend to be acting as a resistance level, so it might go back down. Selling a call during overbought reduces the chance of a big breakout against your call because it's going to keep most likely bounce back down because of its resistance level. Sell calls with a 0.1 to 0.15 delta. This means there's only about a 10 or 15% chance the stock will close above that strike price. This gives us more cushion. It also lowers your assignment risk. For instance, let's say you bought a stock at $200 and you sold a 220 call about a month out. It's not going to be assigned in that case for early assignment. If it went above 220 and significantly above it, then you might get early called away. But since you have a good cushion there, it's very unlikely to be assigned early. And this is ideal for conservative investors that want to get some passive income. It's like renting out your shares to someone else, just like if you bought a house and you're renting out your house to somebody else. This is an example I did on TQQQ last week. As you can see, TQQQ was in a very bullish setup. Higher highs, higher lows. The uptrend is pretty obviously going up. If you look at the RSI, we did touch overbought. It's at the 70. Last week when it entered this covered call, we were at 63, and it's just continuing to move up yesterday. What I did was I sold a August 15th covered call on TQQ at $100 a share. At the time, we're at 77.94. So I'm selling about 22 points above where the current price was. I did only take in 0.2, so $20 off the shares. However, I'll take a 25-point move up if it happens. The delta was 0.05. I went even more conservative than the 0.1 and 0.15 delta. If you sell a higher delta, you would take in more income than the $20, but I wanted to make sure I keep my shares. Um, some of my shares as well, I sold one covered call, only uses 100 shares, but I have more than 100 shares. You can only sell on some of your shares. This gives you some flexibility, less regret if the stock rallies up, more opportunities to roll, which I'm going to go over. So if the stock price reaches or nears your strike before expiration, let's say TQQ goes up to the 100 pretty quickly, I would recommend rolling the position up and out in time. So up means you're going to go to a higher strike. Instead of the 100 covered call, I might sell 105 or 110 covered call. And then out means a further expiration date. Instead of August, maybe I'll go out to September or October. This gives us more time for it to possibly stay where it is and consolidate, maybe even drop a little bit, and then your covered call will expire worthless. Ideally, you want to do this for no net debit or credit if possible. Best time to sell the covered call is if it touches your covered call strike before expiration or maybe slightly before it. So if we got to around $98, $97 a share and I sold 100 covered call, that might be the time where I'm going to roll up and out. This also keeps our shares and resets the trade. For example, let's say in an original trade, you sold a 45 covered call expiring this Friday. We get really close to 44.75 middle of the week. What you can do is roll to the next Friday that's out and to the 46 call that is higher than the 45 call. So this would be up and out. And then let's say we could do it for the same premium. So we had to buy back the original 45 call for a certain premium. But then when you sell the next Friday 46 call, it'd be the same, very similar premium to what you bought this back for. This keeps you safe from assignment and raises the exit price. So you can lock in more capital gains if the second one got called away at 46. So summary, it generates consistent income, helps protect your long-term holdings, avoids regret by not overcommitting. You're only doing this with some of your shares, and you still stay in control of the position even when the price rises. Again, only sell covered calls, RSI overbought, not oversold. A low delta, maybe around 0.1 delta, only on a portion of your shares. Roll them up and out if it gets close to your strike. And don't chase premium. Make sure you protect your stock. You don't want to sell covered calls at like 0.4, 0.5 delta in many cases, at least for long-term holdings, because we want to ride up with the position as it keeps going up. Again, this is Lance at ThetaTraders.com. I show all of my covered call trades and long-term holdings. If you're in any of the plans, you'll get access to that. So if you're interested, you can join at ThetaTraders.com. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.